here. I'm here. Hello, you gorgeous, gorgeous soul-searching warriors. Nanu, Nanu. Thank you so much for all our alien species that are turning in today, all our spiritual soul-searching warriors, or should I say soul-searching survivors at this point. Oh, pardon me. Okay. Before I start today, I'd like to say a little bit about something. Last week, first time ever, I decided to pull a card for myself at the end of my life, and I pulled out the Six of Cups. Now, if anyone actually Googled that and thought, oh, well, let's see what Lynda's going to have this week, it's the nostalgia card. So for anybody who doesn't know what I've been dealing with for the last 5 months, not only did my friend Anna die on the 1st of June, I also lost my own dad in mid-August. My dad is coming to me virtually every night. He's really angry. Not so much at me, it's other people in the family who he's really not happy with at this point. So let's go there with what happened to me when I died in 2001. I went to heaven for 5 years. And part of that is that we know everything that's going on. We know what the other person is thinking. We know what actions other people have done. Yeah, it's part of our life review. So if you want to read about it, it's in my book, 5 Years in Heaven, right? I've got it here. I've also got videos. If you go to my channel, go into my playlists, go to Heaven Information playlist. I've got heaps of videos in there. One is specifically called How Did My Life Review Work? So you can go and listen for free all about how the life review is so important to our soul development. So anyway, back on track, my dad is giving me absolute grief at this point. So I've been talking to my friends, obviously, and other people who are psychic, and they all say, well, Lynda, what are you supposed to do for your dad? I'm going to the cemetery. Yeah, he died in August. That's September, October, November. 3.5 months. 3.5 months. He got cremated. I have no idea where his ashes are. And there's no plaque on where it was already prepaid. His funeral was prepaid. So he's already got a spot at the crematorium, but there's no plaque there yet. So he's pinged on top of everything else that he's now learning that my family have done over the past forever. So I've been going through this nostalgia. I'm healing as well. And I'm also going through memories. I'm looking at old photos. So for me to pull that Six of Cups card was really relevant for where I've been in the last 5 months. Isn't it funny? The first time ever I pull a card for myself, because usually psychics can't get their own information. So I'm going to do it today again. At the end of today's live, I'm going to pull a card for myself again and see what it means for me again. See if it works 2 for 2. But usually psychics, we have to go to other psychics because we're too close to the information. And that is why I like using my tarot cards, because it does come up with external messages that we just don't think that could also be interpreted as ego, okay? Yeah, trusting her when she talks to me, my lady, when she talks to me, she's got a different voice to me. So I know her high-pitched giggle, which I can't do anymore because I'm nearly 60, right? But at the end of the day, when she talks, I trust her. But when we have those inside voices that sound like us, is it us or is it something external? So we've got to decipher and work that part out and ask yourself, okay, what was I doing? What was I thinking about? Is it me or was it someone else or something else? Okay, so we've got to go through all that. So, yeah, getting back to what I just said about my friends, I was saying to them, why is my dad contacting me all the time? And it's pretty obvious that I'm the only one picking up the phone line. My family are not receiving his messages, I don't think. I'm not going to ask them because they don't answer my calls at this point because they are so far gone with their own belief systems, if you know what I mean there. Anyone who knows me, they know that I'm not vaccinated. I don't judge who is or who's not. We all have to do our own thing as part of the whole global plan. We had to have people going to Auschwitz. We had to have people who died on the Titanic who signed up for that. Yeah? So we all sign up for things to learn lessons, okay? And that's the big thing. When we don't judge, we don't accuse people what they do. But when you've got people in your circle, family, friends, neighbours, co-workers, whoever, strangers you pass on the street, but when they start getting offended by your own belief systems, when they get offended that they don't want to educate or research things on their own. And then they're the first to play victim when things do happen. The old, why didn't you tell me about it? It is best in those instances, guys, to simply walk away. Why would you want to go into that energy field of nuclear radiation? Why would you go into that rabbit hole of really bad situations when you know that nothing you say, nothing you do will change their belief systems or help them in any way? So we've got to pick the people who we do look out for. My dad's now passed. He died in August. I am more than happy now to talk to my dad and to justify what I did, to justify what other people did, because I'll always protect and support people, even when I contradict or do other things that they don't believe in. So they contradict my belief systems. So even Adolf Hitler, I defend him to the ends of the planet because he signed up for what he did. Some people get offended by that, but that's where you've got to look within yourself. Heal those issues. Why are we so angry with other people we did not even know and who did not ultimately affect us at all? And if anyone's out there and they say, oh, well, you don't know what they did to my grandparents. Well, that was your grandparents' life. That was your grandparents' learning curve. That was their soul development that they were on that path for. It's not ours. So get that belief system out of your head, guys. We're here for only us. We are just one fragment of the eternal energy force. Everything is connected, okay? Which sort of contradicts what I just said about don't let other people affect you. But at the end of the day, our consciousness is what we are living right now. The reality that we create is what carries us forward to being better or not so better people. I see every day how much this world is deteriorating. So one thing I am going to start doing this week is getting back to my life coaching. We need to pick ourselves up. We need to start putting ourselves into a headspace where we are no longer committed or controlled by external forces like governments, unelected bodies like the World Economic Forum, World Health Organization, and the UN. So we've got to get back on track here because our reality is what we believe in. Our reality is a manifestation of our consciousness. And when we start universally, globally, creating an energy of love and being not offended, not judging, and most of all, accepting, this place is going to start to heal. And I think that's the message that I got with the Six of Cups. When we go past history and we look at the mistakes, the errors, those what the hell was I thinking that night moments in our lives, that's how we heal. So we have to go through those events in order to make ourselves more valuable to the heaven energy of love. That's what I'm here for. That's what I educate. And thank you so much for being here. So today we're here for tarot. Now, who tuned in Thursday morning, 9 a.m.? I'm now doing live psychic readings. So you can ask your question. Today is not question day. Today is tarot day. So I've already pulled about 20 cards for all those who have already commented. And for those who have already commented, you also get the Love Dove card. It's a dove and every card starts with the word love. So everyone who comments first, because I announce this about an hour and a half before I start, so to give you a chance to comment first, okay? You can do it on Thursday too. If you're in America, I just found out Alberta, Canada is 17 hours behind me at the moment. So it's about 5:15 p.m. if you're in Alberta, Canada, okay? If you're in the UK, it's about 11 o'clock at night, 11:15 at night if you're in the UK right now on Saturday night. So work out your time zones. I'm in Brisbane, Australia. So all you got to do is say, Google, what time is it now in Brisbane, Australia? I'm here 9 a.m. Thursday, 9 a.m. Sunday. Thursday is my psychic day. Sunday is my tarot day. Sunday tarot. So here we go. Before I start, because I've got my first cards here for my first comment, if you do want a private reading from me, please use the link below. I do not charge for my psychic readings. I only ask for contributions of what you can afford. Coming up to Christmas, if you want up to 90 minutes where we talk one-on-one, anything. Some people come to me for psychic readings. Some people want to talk about ghosts and aliens. Some people want to do development and learn how to be more unjudgmental and how not to be so offended. So there's a huge range of why people come to me, because I've got such a huge range of experience. That's one-on-one, private, confidential conversations, because as you know, everything today is public. So if you do want that time with me, please press the PayPal link below, make a contribution of what you can afford, email me and show me how much you've contributed and say, hey, this came from me. Let me know where you are so we can work out time zones, and then I send you a Zoom link when we get us time and date. It is that easy. Okay, I do have spots available this week if you do want a private reading from me. If you want any guidance, people just wanting to know what they're doing wrong with their existence at this point. Why am I off my path? So I do talk to a lot of people about different things, okay? So let's go straight into Julie Youngren. Nanu. Okay, I'm here, same bat time, same bat channel, 9 a.m. every Sunday. Okay, may I please have a card and a lovey-dovey? Well, I've already done it for you. So, Julie, you got the 10 of Pentacles. And as always, guys, when I give you the card, please go research it and get your own special message of what it means for you. Okay, so Julie, you got the 10 of Pentacles, and your Love Dove card says, love would try to remain optimistic. So there's yours, Julie Youngren. Yay! And you can pause the screen so you can write it down, take a screenshot or whatever, so you can remember this for later. Okay? Alrighty, so let me just put my little Love Dove cards over here as well, so I keep a tab of where I'm at. Okay, so now we go down to Julie Youngren says love and hugs to everybody. Yay! Jimmy Holland. Hello, Jim. I've already messaged him his cards because he has actually friended me on Facebook. So I'm on Messenger with him. He tells me about the UK. I tell him what's happening in Australia. And I've already sent him his card, so he already knows, but for anybody else watching, Jimmy Holland today got the Devil, which is all about self-doubts, and love would smile at every given opportunity so as to spread joy. So the more positive that we are at this point, and the more that we tell all our self-doubts to nick off and do a starmer, that's what I said to Jim. I said, tell the devil to do a starmer. In other words, nick off. So there's Jim Holland's cards, the devil. Okay. And I've got to say here, woof and meow meow, because Jim's got Lola, who's his dog, and Millie, who is his cat. So meow meow brr, brr, and woof woof to your pets. Oh, and also, because he also has fish. Okay, see, I do try to remember people on here, guys. Robert Harris, the gorgeous man, and I'm gonna stay on the animal here, and I'm just gonna go bah. Robert, I'm seeing sheep. Oh my god, sheep! You know when you like standing in a flock of, is it a flock of sheep? Herd of sheep? Herd? I don't know. Whatever it is, cattle. You're in this group of sheep, and they're all like looking around at you. It's not so much like you're about to feed them, but they're just there. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, 4 in front of me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here, and it's all around the back. So you're like 4 deep in or 6 deep in sheep all the way around you. Oh my God, have fun with that. That's what I'm seeing for you, Robert. So Robert says, hi, Linda. Hope you're having a relaxing weekend. Well, yes, I am. Good wishes to everyone watching. Oh, I love you for saying that. Ken, Mel, and I have cards. So I do have your 2 cards. Look, there they are. So I separate. So this is Robert's at the top. Now, before I do it, just let me have a little drink of water. Robert. Oh, you got the 5 of Cups. So please go research what this one means for you, Robert. And love would plant a garden of flowers. I am seeing you on land, okay? Retirement is coming soon. Just be patient. It's coming, okay? So there's your card, 5 of Cups. Love would plant a garden of flowers. So that's for Robert. And for the amazing Mel, okay, what did she get? Oh, she got this King of Wands. King of Wands for Mel. And her Love Dove card says, love would trust in the angels to guide their pathway. So there's Mel's. Okay, so isn't it funny I just got that card about trusting our angels? Because one of the videos I've been on, guys, I've really needed some time out. You know, I've been inundated with my dad. It's keeping me awake at night. Some nights I don't go to bed until 2 or 3 o'clock. Okay, because he likes coming through at like 11 till 12 o'clock at night for some insane reason. Why can't he come to me at 2 in the afternoon when I'm already awake, right? But at the end of the day, I'm not sleeping at night, so I need a day sleep to recoup. I've got a few health issues, so I need at least 8 hours of sleep every 24 hours. So if I'm only getting 4 to 6 at night, I've got to have a lie down through the day. Nap. Okay? I don't like sleeping through the day generally because I like getting into readings, emails, videos, sorting out stuff that I'm doing, writing more books because I've got 3 books on the go. So please be patient with me while I'm dealing with stuff that's external to me at this point, okay? So, yes, I am going to try this week to get some videos done. And one of the videos I'm going to do is how to release, because I did say it last week. Yeah, for Marissa, because I'm sure Marissa will be watching this at some point. When we feel frustrated, we need to release. What happens when we release and let go of ego? So that's a video that I want to do this week. Educate, teach how to let go. Okay, so that is coming. So let's keep going with my comments. Next Level Soul Ascension says, good morning, may I have 2 cards? Well, you were here before I started my live, so of course you get the 2. You got the Chariot card. Next Level Soul Ascension. You got the Chariot card. Wow. And your lovey-dovey card says love would be thoughtful and caring. Now, the Chariot, that actually means that the war's already won. Just so you know, Next Level Soul, when we get the Chariot card, that means that we've already won the war. So now we're in that stage of receiving. It could be a case of compensation coming. You know, if you've had like a lawsuit and it's been going on for 2 years, this is when you get the email or the phone call saying, guess what, we've settled. You're about to get this much. So this is the time of receiving for your Next Level Soul. Karmic energy is coming, which means be accepting. Be accepting. What do I mean? Okay, so when I go to bed, one of the things that I say when I go to bed, this is one of my little mantras that I say. I allow myself to receive all the goodness the universe wishes me to be. So it sort of rhymes. I allow myself to receive all the goodness the universe wants me to be. I am willing to receive, or I consent to receive. I give permission to receive. Whatever you want to say. I allow myself to receive all the goodness that the universe wants me to be. Wow. It's so calming when you say it. I allow myself to be all the goodness the universe wants me to be. Try it. It takes away anxiety. It fills us with hope. And it stops us thinking for that moment when the universe can make all that energy work in our favour. Okay? So Deb's only. Nanu, Linda. Hi, everyone. May I have a message for the week ahead, and let's hope the crazy weather will cease. Now, I don't look at these cards when I pull them out. I'll show you what I do, guys, before I tell Deb's only, because, oh my God, how funny that I shuffle, and I talk to her and I say, okay, I'm pulling a card now for Deb's only, and I shuffle until one falls out. I don't look at it. I put it in my queue of comments, so that's why I've got piles and rows here of queues. So Deb's only, isn't it funny that you got the Magician card? Magician is the one who is making that magic of the universe. This is where we put out our intentions to receive. So I hope and pray, Deb's only, you just did that mantra that I just said. I allow myself to receive everything the universe wants me to be. Wow, the Magician. And your lovey-dovey card says, love protects the young from harm. So this is where us adults, we have to teach the younger ones how to be, oh yeah. We have to teach the younger ones what's right and wrong, okay? We have to be the ones to set that role model, okay? I was out on my balcony last night. 3 young kids were walking past. This is real. And one of them's holding a Red Bull can, and she just throws it on the grass. And I'm looking at her, and I thought, well, I don't want to yell at her because I'm on the 3rd floor. I don't want to yell at her and be demeaning or make her feel blick. But I'll tell you what I did do. I waited till they walked away, and I went down and I picked up the can, and there's all these cars driving past. They would have seen me picking up the trash. So we set examples by allowing others to observe our actions. We get so used to people just throwing away trash that we become that. We become that energy and we repeat it. So when we see somebody doing things that are right, helping people with their bags, opening doors for strangers, being courteous, kind, and supportive, that's how we change the energy of this world. Okay? I was coming out of the shops the other day, and there's a guy there coming in as I'm going. I've got 2 bags of shops, right? He opens the door and he just barges through in front of me. And he was like, I'm 60 nearly, and he would have been about 30. And I just, as he went through, I said, wow, chivalry died in your boots, didn't they? People think that I'm intimidating, but guess what? He got a little dose of maybe it's nice if he did something better next time. Okay? I pull people up when I see people doing inappropriate or aggressive behaviours like that, where he opened the door and he saw me there with my 2 bags. Look at this. For goodness sake, I'm honest with it, He could have just held the door open and said, see you, here you go. What would have it done to him? Did it cost him anything? No. Did it save him any time? Probably 2 seconds out of his day. But he would have created himself with love. He would have created himself with self-purpose, self-pride, self-accountability. But no, he decided to be an A-hat. So, of course, I said something to him. And I said, wow, chivalry died in your boots, didn't it? And he would have gone, well, what's your problem? Because he can't see what he's being unless someone else points it out to them. And that's where we are now soul-searching warriors, because we're the ones to start correcting the behaviours of the ones that are creating all the negativity on this planet. So how do we lift up the world? How do we create a world which is more positive, loving, supportive, and caring, unless we show people that they're not? You understand it? I don't want you to do any criminal activity. Please don't get yourself arrested. Please don't get yourself punched in the face. But now's the time to lead by example. Okay? Really is. It's time to lead by example. Okay. Debbie only said, hugs and love to you, Julie. Yeah, see? Look at that next comment. So, Deb's only. You got the magician card. And hopefully now we do have a reprieve with the weather. Oh, God. If you've been watching Australian weather, we have been hammered by thunderstorms this week because we're coming into summer. It is extremely hot. We've been over 105, 110 days. One day here in Brisbane, we got up to 115. Wow, and we're not even in summer yet. It starts tomorrow. Wow, so summer for us in Australia is going to be sweat city. Whew, you're going to wonder why I'm doing the curly hairs again. Okay. Julie Youngren said, thanks, Debbie. Yay. Colin, 325. Morning, Linda, everyone, and our furry and feathered and scaly friends. Love you for saying that. Oh, my gosh, I am sweating. Look, I've actually got droplets on my face because I am sweating, and it's only 9:30 in the morning. Oh, my God, I'm just looking at the temperature on my phone, on my computer. It's already 95 Celsius, and it's only 9:30 in the morning. All right, Colin. I love when I get these cards. Please pay attention this week because you're in your receiving mode. You got the Page of Cups. Now, with the Page of Cups, it's a page which means news coming. News is coming. Page of Cups. And your Love Dove card says, love would make time for playful adventures. So this is where reaping the rewards of what the universe is doing for us, make sure you're getting out there and being grateful. Have fun with it. Enjoy it and play like a little kid again. You know, whenever I get good things come to me, I'm always, yay! And I get all excited and I'm bringing in all the energy and sending it out to everybody I love. That's what I want you to do this week, Colin. Okay? Yay! All right. Light and love, 89. Hello, Linda. Just got home with our Christmas tree. Went to the tree farm to cut it down. Oh my God, it's a beautiful green. May I please have a carton? Thank you. Blessings. Okay. I don't judge people who cut down trees, but I personally don't. I have a plastic tree. I'll tell you what we did. I'm in an apartment, so I've only got a little tree. It's only about 2-3 foot high. So Tashi had her friends over. No. They came over Friday, and they were making cookies and brownies. Oh, they left me some. So Linda's putting on weight because of all the chocolate I'm eating. But I said to Tash, I'm going to go out. I did. I went out for about 4 hours. And so they were home alone. Obviously, they're 19. I wanted to give them some space. And when I came home, they put up my Christmas tree. They've decorated it. I love it. I'm not changing it because that's Tashi's memory of what she did with her friends. So when we think about Christmas, Christmas is what we do for others. It's not about receiving. Getting presents from, they're giving me presents. This is our time to be grateful and thankful and to give things. So if you're not in a position to give presents, give something else. You can give a hug. You can give a phone call. Christmas Day, I'm not seeing my family again because I haven't seen them in 15 years. So guess where I'm going? I'm going over for a date with Donald Duck. I'm going over with my oats, grapes, and I'm going to take some peas and I'm going over to feed the ducks because they deserve Christmas presents too, don't they? So I'm going to do a live on Christmas Day over feeding the ducks. Hope you watch it. If you've got time, if you're not with other family. So light and love. Let's see what you got. Oh my gosh, you got the 8 of Swords. Just remember the swords are not touching her. And love plays games and happy music with friends. So I'm just going to say, there's your card. You can pause the screen, write it down, go Google it, and find your own little special message. Okay? So just to recap, guys, today is Tarot Day, 9 a.m. Sunday. 9 a.m. Thursday, I'm now doing psychic readings where you comment your question and I zap in and I give you an answer live on YouTube. Okay, it's going to be live. So you can always comment like today before I start so I already know some questions to go through. If you do want a private reading from me, I do have spots available this week. Please use the PayPal link below. I don't charge. Make a contribution of what you can afford. And then email me. It's all there in the How to Book a Reading with Linda, okay? So please, if you do want a reading from me, please make that contribution. Email me so then we can work out time zones. Let me know where you are, okay? So that saves some time. Say, hey, I've just contributed amount. I'm in China and I'm available Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So then I can reply and I think, okay, in China, it's this time, that time. I can set a time, send a Zoom link, and it's booked in, okay? So if you do want a reading from me, now is the time. Okay, Jojo Malero, will I get to kiss a guy this New Year's Eve? Draw a card. Thank you, Linda, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you too, Joe. I actually emailed you this morning as well if you haven't received it already. Okay. Yes, I got through some emails this morning too. Thank goodness. Okay, so Jojo, you got the Queen of Pentacles. So you're the powerhouse at this point. I hope your exams are going okay. You know, I've been thinking about you, darling. Love has no need to fabricate stories or tell lies. So this is the Truth card. So you got the Truth card, darling girl. When we stand in our truth and when we stand in our integrity, man, the universe does amazing things for us. Amazing things come to us when we stand in our truth. Now, will I get a kiss from a guy this New Year's Eve? That's actually a question to ask on Thursdays now but I will answer it. The answer is no. I'm not seeing it. If it does, then something's going to happen between now and then. But right now, today, I'm seeing the answer is no. So if anyone does want to ask psychic questions, please come along Thursday. You can go into my lives and have a look at the one I just did a few days ago. So you can see the format, okay? Because you can see the questions and then you can see how I reply to it. I always go down the comments like I'm doing today, okay? So Dana Hammond. Oh, I always get your name wrong. I'm so sorry. Dana Haham. A card, please. I am so sorry about how I pronounce your name. Okay, your card is Seven of Wands. Oh my gosh, I love the look of these cards. I really do. The Seven of Wands. And love has courage in the face of adversity. Wow. So there you go. Please pause the screen. Go and Google what those cards represent for you. Okay. If you do like the format that I'm doing today, please press the like button. Please subscribe if you do want to comment. And you're welcome to go through my playlist. I've got about 10 different playlists there. What a ghost, all my ghost information. I've got personal development. I've got psychic information, how to be a better psychic. I've got all my heaven stuff because I died and I went to heaven for 5 years. So if you want to know what the music's like, if you want to know what our life review is like, please go watch those videos. They're all free. Okay. Paula. Hi Linda, I hope you're well. What month and year do you see a man coming into my life? Thank you for sending love and hugs. Well, today is tarot. Thursday is psychic reading day. Okay. Another question for Thursdays, but I'll answer it because while we get used to this format, okay. New man in your life. Show her the cards first. Okay, I'm getting told to show you the cards first. I don't know the cards because look, I'm looking at them like this. Your first card, oh my God, the Hanged Man. Now I know why you wanted me to show her first. Ha ha ha, you're sneaky. Hanged Man. Paula. Don't give up hope. He's not dead, okay? He's getting out of the situation. I look at this card as the Houdini card. He's just got to untangle, rewire, and get out. Okay, this is the Houdini card. This is the time to reflect on who you are, where you're going, and what you want to be. This is the time to also get out there, dress the part of who you want to attract in. I say it like this. If you want to attract a sailor, someone who owns a yacht, you don't go looking for him in the desert. If you want a guy who's got a dog, go and start going to all the dog parks. Walk down the dog food aisle at the grocery store and ask people, I'm thinking about getting a dog, even if you're not, because you're trying to attract in someone who's got a dog. Okay? It's not misleading. You're gathering information. When somebody says, oh, yeah, I've got a little Pekingese, and this is what they eat, they're a little fussy eater. And you say, oh, okay, I'll just put that on my notes if I get a dog. Okay? Because at least then you're in that area of energy that you're trying to attract. So look at your hobbies. What do you like doing? If you like rock climbing and you want somebody who does it with you, go and join a rock climbing group. If you want to just start walking in the bush, go and join a trekking club. If you want to, one of my interests is old classic cars. I can't get enough of the 50s and 60s cars. So please go out to all the meets, the meets where they have all the classic cars. That's how you find a person who's in your right energy. No one ever knocks on our door and says, oh, by the way, I think I like you. We've got to get out there and do it. Okay, we've got to get out there and be seen. So Paula, right now you feel a little bit lost, babe. But just remember, it's only temporary because you're getting out of it. So let's have a look at the other Love Dove card. Love goes last and opens doors for others. When we're out there showing generosity, You know that guy? He could have opened the door and let me go through. I would have remembered him for a totally wrong for the other reasons. I remember him because he was an asshat. I'm supposed to say a hat. YouTube algorithms don't like us when we say the wrong words. So I hope that doesn't get picked up. But I call people for what they are. I was walking towards the door, just to clarify. I was about to open it. He opened it, and because the doors come in, I got hit with the door, and I've got 2 bags of groceries. He just walks through and didn't even say a word. So I'm nearly on the ground because he pushed me over. So I said, wow, chivalry died in your boots, didn't it? Because his boots are walking through the door. So I pull people up for their mismanaged behaviours. Okay? So love goes last and opens doors for others, Paula. Show people how kind and loving you are, and you're going to attract in the right people. Okay? Yeah. Okay. We did that one. Okay. LTMD something 24. Hello, Linda. I hope you have a great holiday. Yay! Do you have any messages for me for spirit? Thank you so much. Well, today is tarot cards. Okay. If you do want a private reading from me, please make a contribution through PayPal below. I don't have a set charge. Okay. I don't get offended by how much people can or can't afford. Okay. You know, I've had people send in me a couple of $100 when they're absolutely broke. And then one of my clients was an A-listed Oscar-winning actor who sent me $20. I don't judge who does what. Someone worth $400 million put out $20. I don't judge. I gave him an hour and a half, sent him all my books, sent him all my links. Hopefully he's learned something, as that's what he came to me for. Okay? So I don't care how much you afford or earn. I don't care your situation. But I do have to ask for a contribution so you set my time in, okay? Because it's all energy exchange. Okay, so today you got, the 2 of Swords. Okay. 2 of Swords. Here in Australia, we don't do Thanksgiving, Halloween. What's the other one that you've just had? Thanksgiving? Turkey Day, Thanksgiving? Yeah, we don't do those here, okay? But I did live in America for 5 years. Yay! Turkey Day! Okay. And your other little card, because you commented before I went live, love tells you how it feels about you. So that's where I'm at these days, guys. I love telling people how good they are. You know, when we compliment people, please stay tuned. I'm not going to give you my example because I've had an example. Remember, I was at somewhere and I had the 2 bags? There was something else that happened that day inside the store that was great. So I'm going to do a video about it this week. Because the more we put out good intentions and we tell people how we feel about them, we create so much good energy, and this world needs it right now. We really need it right now. Okay? So there you go. LTMD, I think it's 124. Okay? Thank you so much for being here. I'm here every week, and I'm also doing live questions, psychic questions on Thursdays, which is Wednesday night if you're in Turkey land today. Okay, let's keep going down. Joko Paranormal. Hello, Linda. Good morning. May I please have a card? Of course you can. You got the 9 of Wands. And love would open doors for others. See, look, we're doing the story today about the guy who sort of like knocked me over with 2 bags of stuff. Love opens doors for others. So be kind. This is all about kindness with the 9 of Wands. So please go research that one, please. Joko Paranormal. Okay. Okay, so let me just blow my nose. Bear with me, guys. Okay. Debbie Hazelton. The amazing, amazing Debbie Hazelton. I hope you're safe and well, my darling girl. Okay. Hello, lovely Linda, she says. Thank you for all that you do. And nanu. That's right, nanus. And then she sent me a heart, a happy smiley face. She sent me the prayer look, a bunch of flowers, and a giggling happy guy. The intros are lovely. I like explaining it, guys, because Debbie is actually blind. She has her own job of energy work that she does. If anyone's watching, please click her name. Go and have a look at her channel because she does some amazing work considering all the disadvantages that she's been put into. She is the epitome of doing life right. I love her to bits, Debbie. You are so gorgeous. Your soul just reeks of all the good stuff that I wish would just manifest and infest everybody on the planet with, because you are such a gorgeous soul, darling girl. Thank you so much for being here today. So your cards, oh my God, you've got a powerhouse of a card. You've got the Queen of Swords, Debbie. Queen of Swords. Please look that up and read about what it says. You'll be able to listen to what it says, Queen of Swords. And your Love Dove card, it says, love would make sure everyone had enough food to eat. Now, I know how generous you are, Debbie. Love would make sure everyone had enough food to eat. This is where you're looking after the little guys, Debbie. You're looking after all the dark horses. You're looking after the little runties in the society. You're gorgeous, Debbie. I love you so much, honey girl. Thank you so much for being here, Debbie. You mean so much to me and to others who would look out for you as well. So as I said, guys, please go click her name as you can with anyone in the comments. You can go and see what their activity is. You can go and see if they've got their own channel. This is all about networking and sending out our energy. So if you are sitting there and you think, oh, my God, I haven't got many friends. What do I do with all this energy I want to create? Go find some network. Click on people's channels. You can subscribe and watch their content. Okay? So Debbie was my last comment that before I went live. Which means now I have to shuffle and find the cards live on YouTube. Okay, so let me have a drink. Okay, let's see how we go. Julie Hungren says, light and love, I bet your tree would be beautiful. It is, because three kids, well, they're not kids, they're 19-year-olds. I came in and it was already up. How cool is that? Colin M says, Shazbut. Well, let's see what he says today. My little nanu toy.
More calling Orson, come in, Orson. More calling Orson, come in, Orson.
It's a little egg. If you've ever watched Mork and Mindy, he arrived in his little egg. Robert Williams, hang on.
I am Mork from Mork. Nanu.
I love it. Let's get to Shazbot.
Shazbot.
There it is. We got the Shazbot. Oh, come on. I've got to show him every week. Somebody did send me a nanu t-shirt too. But I'll be honest why I don't wear it, because it's very low. And to let you see it, I've actually got to be here because everything's here on the t-shirt. So I do have it. I have worn it. I wear it out when I'm wearing my cargo pants, okay, on my jeans. So thank you so much for people who do send me gifts in the mail, okay. I don't expect gifts in the mail, but my P.O. box is below just in case you do want to send me something, okay, because people do like sending me stuff every now and again, okay. So let's go there. So yes, my little orc, this came from somebody. I'd never mention who does unless they say, yes, you can share it. So that was one of the little gifts that I got in my P.O. box one day. I love it. Okay. Shazbot, we got there. Wendy Wilder, hello from Oregon. let's get you a card. So now we're live. I've got to shuffle. It's for Wendy Wilder. I don't just pick a card out. I shuffle until one flicks out, because it's not my energy creating the card for you. I find that this is a far more accurate way of getting tarot instead of me just saying, here's a card, okay? Because then that's just my ego that picks the card out. So, pardon me. Okay. I do like sharing people as well. So, of course, click on people's names here and you can go over to their channels and see if you like their content, if they do have videos on there. Okay? Wendy, I'm trying to get you a card, darling girl. Hello from Oregon. Oregon. I know it's starting to get cold over there. I've been telling people. Colorado. Oh my God, it's getting so cold. I'm getting it again. I just said Colorado and it's like chills. They're getting a lot of snow soon in Colorado. Oregon. Wendy Wilder. Now, there are some good cards in the deck, and then there's better cards in the deck. I believe that there is 4, 5, 6, there's about 8 cards out of the 78 that are really, really good. 4 of those are the aces in the minor arcana. So when we look at the actual ace, we have to look at which suit it comes under. You got the best one, because it's the Ace of Cups, filling up and becoming abundant, manifesting everything you want. So the Ace of Cups is coming down, showering you at this point. Look at him, the eye, bringing down all the goodness and filling up your cup at this point. Wendy Wilder, happy, happy Thanksgiving to you. Goodness is coming to you, darling. Go read what the card says. Okay, you don't get the little love dove card because I only do the love dove cards for people who comment before I go live. Okay, so let's keep going down with my comments. Okay, I've just refreshed my screen, which means I've now got to scroll up and find out where I just was. Oh my God, there's so many people. Thank you so much for everybody for being here. Look at all these. Look at all these people. Okay, here we go. Wendy Wilder, may I have a card, please? Now, she sent me the heart with some stars and yummy yums. Heart, stars and yummy yums. More hearts and more yummy yums. Okay, little stars with a big star next to it. Okay, so Wendy Wilder, you got your card. Little wave, 2. They say, hi, Linda, good to see you. Just able to join now. If you have time, may I have a card? Oh, yes, I do. I actually like to give cards to everybody who comments. Obviously, if I start getting 3,000 comments, I'm only going to be here for a maximum of 2 hours. Okay, so as you can see, I haven't even been here an hour yet. So, of course, I'm going to just keep going and giving cards out. All right. Okay, so let's just get my cards in order. Come on, little wave. She wants a card. Little card for a little wave. Come on. Massive card. We want big powerhouse of card today. Whoa, that one just threw out at me. Queen of Swords. I like the queens because this is the decision card. Queens are the action cards. Things are happening. Little wave. So please write that down, pause the screen or whatever you have to do to go and research that and see what's coming for you. Whatever this little logo here is on the bottom, I love it. I'd love to own a castle. Damn, I'd love to own a castle. Let's put that back into the deck. See, I always put it into the middle and I keep shuffling. True, NYC. I hope that means in New York City. Okay. Hello, Dr. Lynda. Nanu. Well, nanu to you too. How's beautiful Mary doing this morning? May I please have a card? Thank you so much. Mary's good, my cat. Funny thing, I dreamt about her last night and so did my daughter. We both had dreams about Mary last night, so I hope that's a good omen. I had a dream that she had kittens. She had 4 kittens. And she's there nursing all her kittens. Now the card just popped out. Yeah, so how weird is that? I had a dream that she had 4 kittens. Yeah, it's all good. So, true NYC, you've got the integrity card, if you know what I'm talking about. It's the Tower. When we aren't speaking our truth, we fabricate stuff, or we, those little lies in our resume. We all do it, right? Let's go there. We're only human. We all do it. But the Tower shows us that we're going to get caught out for those little indiscretions. So the Tower is a reminder to walk your walk, talk your talk, and walk with your integrity and reputation at the highest. Because if we build a tower made out of lies, we're going to crumble and fall down, okay? But if we're strong and we say to ourselves, you know what, I'm doing everything I can, I'm walking and talking my truth, everything is honest, and I'm walking in the energy of heaven, then guess what? The tower does not fall. So this doesn't mean the tower will fall. It's a warning that it may, if you do those little indiscretions where people may find out the truth of things. So this is your warning card. Talk your truth. That's what it means. NYC, okay? Talk your truth. Yeah. If anyone gets offended by you telling the truth, it's their issue. Love your work. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you too for asking about Mary. Okay. Alrighty. So here we go. Oh my gosh. The one I always get so wrong. I'm so sorry. Okay. Peregrinus fella. I'm so sorry. But I do know the word disco. Huh? Yes, I know. I do remember this stuff. Good morning, Linda. Can I please get a card for my buddy, Monica? She's had a terrible weekend and it only looks like getting worse today. She needs a sign. Okay, so the first thing I've got to do is clarify disco is the pigeon that's about to make a big journey that Peregrinus fella owns, okay? So disco is his pet pigeon, okay? Monica. I really, really, really don't like doing readings for people without their consent, okay? She may have told you, yeah, pull a card for me, but I don't have that consent. Pardon me. It's got to come from Monica. There are a few here, like if you watch from the beginning, Robert and his wife Mel. I know them both. They've both contacted me and said, when you do your lives, can you please get a card for Mel? Mel has also emailed me and said, can I allow you to get a card for Robert? So I've got written consent that I can do this. I don't have consent for Monica. The only person who I can give consent to is you, because you're here. So I'm going to pull you a card on how to deal with Monica, okay? First thing coming to me, be honest with her. Talk to her. Be her friend. Doesn't matter if she's 80 and you're 2. You can still liven the day and make someone else feel important and loved, okay? If she's going through a terrible weekend, that's where you've got to be supportive. You've got to be unbiased, so don't judge what she's been through, and give her advice of what you would do if you're in that same position. So let's get you a card. I hope that helped you there, okay? Let's get you a card. How to deal with a person like Monica. Monica. How are they going to deal with Monica? There it goes. Did you see it? Just flick that. Oh, 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords. Peregrinus fella. Please go research that card. Come up to your own little special message. 7 of Swords. Okay. and see what that means for you, okay, in regards to Monica, okay? Alrighty. What a lovely day, 90. They say, hello, I would love to know if Hecate, I don't know. Sorry if Hecate, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry. I'll just say H, okay? We get that right. So, what a lovely day, 90 says, hello, I would love to know if H visited me this morning in the shower. Well, that's a question you can now ask me on Thursday, which is yes and no questions, okay? I'm giving you a little bit of leeway because it is new that I'm doing this Thursdays, okay? You can come and ask your questions on Thursdays. Yes, there's the card. That wasn't it. That's this one. So, with regards to this H, I've got a card for you. It's the Knight of Pentacles. Please go research what this card represents. Put it into the context of Hecate, well, however you pronounce it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You know, my name's Linda with a Y. I had one person come to me one day and they called me Lynda. I don't care. I don't look at how people pronounce a word because it was a Y, so they thought it was an I, like not an E, like a Linda. It was a Lynda. So please know, I don't judge people for how we mispronounce names. So I'm just going to say H, okay? So please put this Knight of Pentacles into context with H, okay? And was it them in the shower? High possibility. Okay? High possibility. Okay. So Julie Youngren says, oh, thank you, Linda. Finally some great news with my 10 of Pentacles. Yes! Okay, Colin says, I've seen a few glitches at times in your feed at different times of the days. After the glitch, I do a rewind and I think it's from your end. Has anyone else seen this or what's the message at the glitch? Well, I'll be honest, I am getting a lot of electrical interferences at this point. Now, it's a video that I do want to do because here in Australia, telephones are not working right, internet's not working right, ATM machines aren't working right, FPOS machines are not working, you know, when you tap and go type stuff, they're not working right, delays with Netflix. So it's not just one thing. It's all connected. I believe globally they are doing testings. So on my pen and paper, let me grab a pen and paper. I've got my pen. All right, I'm going to do video. So the first one is release. There's one. But then I want to do a video about global technical glitches. And I'm going to do it not from me, but I'll do it from my rods. I'll ask my rods because this is another tool that we can use, our rods, to get information. So I'm going to ask them some questions about all these global glitches this week and I'll see what it comes up with. Okay? So please stay tuned because I've got 2 videos. I really have to get that other one done because I said last week I was going to do it. Okay? So isn't that funny that you've said that, Colin? Now, I will tell you, on a few of my videos, people have seen orbs come through, white things, entities. Okay? That has been recorded before, so things do happen. I've had my doll move. There's Dolly. I've had her move in a video. And if I move my screen around a little bit, you can see that she's in a corner. That's my window in the corner here. So that's the blind. You can see the light coming through from the blind because there's a window there. So she's in the corner. There's no way anything can manipulate her. But she has moved in videos before. Now, as you can see, I'm far, far away from the cupboard. I'm actually hitting my desk, because if I move down here, you can see where I'm actually hitting my armrest here is hitting my desk. So that's not connected to the cupboard here behind me. She is over an arm's reach away. Look, I can't even reach my rabbit. So there's no way that I'm affecting them when they move. Yeah, interesting, eh? So, Colin, thank you so much for saying that. I'll do a video about it this week. Actually, Colin, I'm sure you'll agree. I'm going to use... no, I won't use your comment, because you're saying at my feed at different times of the day there's a glitch. So I won't say that, but I'll just put it in as a technicality type thing. Okay, Julie Angren, let's keep moving with our comments, hey? Because I'll do a video about it. I have always hated it when people litter. I would never do it even as a child. I know, I hear you. I go for a walk up to my local shops. There's used nappies thrown on the ground. Our immigrants that we're bringing in here are disgusting. Now, I'm not going to pick a race or a religion, but I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm talking about. There's rubbish, there's cans, glass, like we have TVs dumped, you name it, just walking up to the local shops. I'm over how disrespectful people are. It's horrible. Here in Australia, we get 10 cents per can. So guess what I did? When those 3 girls the other day threw that Red Bull, I went down and got it. Because it's 10 cents in my pocket. They don't want it. So I collect them. When we get up to about $30 worth, I take it up to the collection centre. Tashi gets $30 off her groceries. So she gets to buy stuff with it. I give the money to her. So, yeah. So whenever I go over to the shops, I'm always picking up cans. Some days I come back with 5 cans and I think, well, there's $50 in her kitty. You know, it all adds up over a month, because it's about once a month we go up to the shop. So, that's like 300 cans that we pick up just off the street. Well, some people just don't know where. They're just unaware, they're oblivion. Okay? Anyway, let's keep going. Bob Hope, 123. Thank you so much for being patient. Pause. Breathe, Bob Hope. We're there. We got you. Love you. Thank you so much for being here. Can I please get a wee card too? Oh, no. Let's have a members. Bob Hope, sorry. What do you see? I'm a sag. 1123 money. Or love or luck. That's thanks, and that's a knife, JK. What? Bob Hope. I'm not sure what you say. What do you see? I'm a sag, 1123 money, or love or luck. Thanks, and that's a knife. JK. I'm not sure what you're saying, but I'm going to get you a card. Now, isn't sag to do with crypto money? Something? I think we had this discussion last week, if my memory serves. Oh, gosh. That card just flipped straight out. Is that his card? Yeah, okay. Sometimes it just does flick out straight away like that. Bob, hope you got the Wheel of Fortune. This is the anything is possible. I love it when I go in like that really fast. I hope no one's like epileptic that just watched that, because it's like, woo. Sorry. Wheel of Fortune card means anything is possible. So this is where you've got to put out all your intentions and hope for the best. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune card, it's not as good as the World card, because on this Wheel of Fortune, we could have some pretty nasty things written on here. And as we spin it, it's like the Wheel of Fortune going, you could win $100, you can win $1,000, you can go bankrupt or win a prize. So we've got to remember, when you spin this wheel, we've got to be prepared for what it lands on. So if you put all your good things on there, it's obviously going to land on something good. So this is an intention card. Okay? Bob Hope, please. Intention card. Pray and hope everything's going to work out well. Now, I've just remembered the other video I have to do is my 2026 predictions. I'm doing King Charles. He's on the left, King Chuck, as I call him. I'm also putting on politics. What's going to happen with Trump? What's happening with the World Economic Forum or the WHO? I'm going to touch on those. I also want to touch on Bitcoin, crypto. Okay? Crypto. I also want to go on with what's happening with all the energy. Nasty. I'm just going to go nasty people. Okay? Because there's a lot of nasty people. So just remember, guys, when I do talk about prophecies, yes, they may come true, maybe not. But, sorry, I've got a hair in my eye. I'm just going to get this out. Get off my face. Rogue curl coming in my hair. But please don't get offended by what I say. Okay, because I always speak my truth. Okay, so let's keep going. Hammer Bammers! Can I get a wee card, please? Wee card. Oh, my goodness. Of course you can. Shuffle, shuffle. Hammer Bammers, please. One for Hammer Bammers. Hammer Bammers. I like your name. Hammer Bammers. It's hammer time. Okay. Come on. They're really, really sorting them out, aren't they? Making you be patient. They're really, really making you wait. They're really, really making my arm sore. Oh, God, you got to love the way I do my tarot. Haven't sung a song yet. Maybe I should just sing this. Oh, I'll tell you what I did watch yesterday. I watched Tom Cruise. How does it go? Going into the danger zone. Yes, I watched Top Gun. And I just got the card came out. 9 of Wands for Hammer Bammers. 9 of Wands. And isn't it funny how that song just came into my head? On into the danger zone. So what is the danger zone at this point? Is it relating to just you, Hammer Bammers, or is it the whole planet? Because I think it's the whole planet. Yeah. Okay. Sarah, 1982. Thank you, Linda. I love you. Oh, no, that's Paula. Sorry. Sarah's got some messages redacted here, so I'm just going to pull a card for Sarah because she's got a lot of redacted comments, but I don't care because I'm still going to give her a card because she was here 1, 2, 3, 4 times that I can see. Whoops, hang on. The card just... Okay, I'll tell you what just happened. There it is. It came out and it flipped. It's that one. And then it went back in. So, Sarah, 1982. 9 of Pentacles for you. 9 of Pentacles. Please write that down. Please go check what that one represents for you. Okay. James Cole. Okay. Message redacted. Why is that happening today with these? Are you actually deleting the comments? Or are you saying something that YouTube doesn't like? James Cole, look, it just flicked. That came out. You, dear one, got the 4 of Wands. Please go see what this one represents for you. 4 of Wands. So there's James Cole's. Okay. Peregrinus fella. Oh, and I have a disco pigeon update. He is thriving in the last week. He has a new lease on life. Thank you so much for helping him. I have been sending over love and energy to your pet pigeon. Okay? Okay, thank you so much for that. Okay. Oh my gosh, another one I'm going. Okay. Okay. Joanna Lula. I hope I get it right. Can I have a general card? Yes, you can. Okay, card for you. Joanna Lula. I hope that's how you pronounce it. I just love that you're here. You're gorgeous. Thank you so much. Oh, I love doing what I do, you know. I really do love what I do. Oh, there goes some cards. No, I'm not going to take them because 3 popped out. Okay, keep shuffling. So if anyone's watching and you do want to get a reading from me, a private one-on-one session where I send you a Zoom link, please, we speak on Zoom, please make a contribution through PayPal. If you're disliking the cards that I pulled today, please send me a PayPal contribution. Once you do, please email me. Let me know what it's for, because some people do just send me a PayPal and say, hey, can I grab your books? So I reply with all 4 books attached as PDFs. Okay, so if you're going through Amazon, who charge a lot of money because they're making a lot of money out of you, please don't do that. Come to me privately and don't pay me as much. Okay, so I only ask for a contribution. If you do want a reading, please just let me know where you are so we can set up a time and I send you a Zoom link. We can talk privately for up to an hour and a half. Okay, Joanna Lulu, can I have a general card? You've got the 6 of Cups. It's got the Ninja Ginger in the bottom. Look, it's got the kitty cat. Ninja Ginger. What are these blue? Oh my God, look, like they're cups. Yeah, because it's the 6 of Cups. Look at the flowers in the cups. And there's a rabbit. I love it. I don't ever see the rabbit because I'm just concentrating on the little Ninja Ginger in the corner. So there you are, Joanna Lula. 6 of Cups for you. Okay, James Cole. Now, I did pull you a card, James. They cut off my phone Wednesday night that said, I'm know it, baby. Always good to see you. Bless you. Okay, James, I think you've misspelt something there. They cut off my phone on Wednesday night. Well, isn't it funny how they're cutting off a lot of things at this point? You know, they're setting us up for this digital ID. Journey, babe, journey. What? They cut off my phone Wednesday night, said I'm... No, okay. Because it's about... Because I'm abroad, etc. Oh, abroad. Okay, so you're abroad at the moment and they've just turned your phone off? Oh, my God. Like, this is all digital ID stuff coming in, guys. And that's the other video that I really want to do, the digital ID stuff. You know, here in Australia, we're getting notifications from our banks. Funny how they're all doing it the same week, isn't it? Because they're all the same. If we do not supply certain information, they're going to close our account so we can't access money. Yeah, it's happening. So what do they want? They want to know our age. They want to know our sex. They want to know our current address. They want to know our income stream and how we receive money. You know what I say to that? None of your effing business. Because why would they want to know how we make money? We put money into them. They make a lot of money off our money. They shouldn't be concerned with how we make our money. That's a criminal matter, not a banking and financial matter. I'm over it and it hasn't even started yet. So let's not go there. But they are going to be turning off phones when we're in non-compliance as well. So I'm going to do a video about digital ID. Hopefully a lot of people like it. Governments won't. I just started to speak my truth. Okay, journey, babe, journey. Okay, so let me just see where I'm up to. I've just refreshed my screens again. Okay, here we go. Sarah, 1982, she says, I'm just going to repost. I'm in Alberta, Canada, where it's cold and snowing. Can you please pull me a few cards, wondering if I'll get contact from POY and his thoughts and feelings about me? Well, Sarah, That's for Thursday. I did pull you a card because today's just tarot today. Okay, Thursday is a totally different format because I do psychic questions. I answer and I tell you what I feel about stuff. So maybe come on Thursday, which if you're in Alberta, that's going to be about 4 p.m. Wednesday night for you, Sarah, I think, because 9 a.m. Brisbane time, okay? So please come along, ask your questions there, okay? Sarah Champoli, they say, good morning, Lynda. May I have a general reading? Yes, you can. I'm giving you a card because today is Tarot Day. Today is Tarot Day. And there it goes. Oh, my God, that flipped all the way over to the window. Sarah Camboli, you got, oh my God, the Chariot. Now that's already come out today, but it's good news coming because we're now at the end of the war for you. Things are turning around. There are rewards and compensations coming that you've been karmically due. It could be even if you just planted flowers 2 months ago, they're starting to bloom. So rewards are coming. Karmic rewards are coming to you, the Chariot. Please go research what that one means for you, okay? Okay, so Sarah 1982, she says, is that you talking to guides when you look up to the right? Yes, I have her. I have seen her probably about 6 times in my life, and I talked to her because she was with me when I went to heaven. So my first chapter is all about who is this woman. I talk about who she is. I talk about things that she's helped me with, instances where examples of what she's done for me, okay? She was the one who told me to put on my seatbelt just before we hit a Category 3 typhoon and I was involved in a plane crash. So that's one of the instances that she's helped me with. I also have a picture in my book, 5 Years in Heaven, where I have a picture of her at the pool. I turned around, she was in the pool, there was no water in the pool. You can see these are the little floaty things that they have in the pool. Yeah, on the side here. And the line markers where people could dive off the top. So she appeared and she told me stuff that day. So she's in my book, okay? I've also got videos on my, I think she's in my Heaven information playlist, where I say, who is this woman? And I talk about what she does, okay? She'll say to me things, generic, simple, basic things. She'll say, go outside. She's about 5 feet away from me. She talks just like someone standing there, so I hear it in my ear. She's not internal. And she said things like, go outside. And as I go outside, a huge rainbow will appear, or a flock of birds will fly past, or in some cases, right as I end up outside, there's a car accident right in front of me, so I'm now the witness. Try and explain that one in court. Why were you there that day? Well, my guides told me to go outside and I saw the car crash happen, because that's happened to me before. She told me to buckle up before we went into catastrophic plane situation. So I talk about that one. She was the one when I was at the library, she said, go home. I'm looking around, there's no one there, and she said, go home. So I drove home and there was 2 police officers in my front yard. So I explained what happened that day because it wasn't about me, right? It was my neighbours. But they were inside my yard, okay? She's helped me so many times. She talks to me every day. Some days she's non-stop, but I don't care about that because that shows that we have a great connection. We all have someone like her because someone just said, how do I get one? I heard it. I heard them say it. We all have people like her. So I do have videos on how to connect. The book that I'm trying to finish at this point, it's called The Higher Self Meditation Handbook. Please stay tuned. I want it out before Christmas. I've got to get onto it. But in this book, I talk to how to connect, how to allow ourselves. I've got a few different meditation techniques in there. How to get rid of ego, how to connect to our higher self, how to talk to our guides, etc. And the last one I also have is the water meditation. Why is water so important with what we do? So there's my book. The other video, because I've got him right here just in case you do want some love and affection this week, the other video that I really need to do in case that you guys want to get one, I have the fireman's calendar with all the hunky-dories inside. So I'm going to do the review of the firefighter's calendar. I'm going to put all the links out there in case you want to go buy their products. It all goes to charity. They're right now in China. And I know that they're about to donate huge amounts of money over to what happened in Hong Kong, those towers. They've only just been to America because they were in Seattle. So they're absolutely gorgeous what they do, okay? And I love Dave. He's my secret boyfriend that he just doesn't know that I exist at this point. Okay, so let's keep going. I've got to go. I've got to keep going. Oh, my God. I've got to keep finding where I'm up to. Okay. So Sarah said she's in Alberta. I gave you a card. Sarah Champoli, I gave you a card. Oh, Sarah, 1982. Here we go. She said, is that you talking to your guide? Yeah, she stands next to me. Okay. I'm seated, so she's taller than me because she's standing up. Okay. Okay, let's just keep moving here. All right. Sarah, 1982. Let's get you a card. Sarah. Remember that song, Sarah? You got a song after you, Sarah, called after you. Oh, there goes your card. Oh, got it. Okay, we have the 5 of Cups for you, Sarah. You know, some people make a contribution through PayPal. They contact me and say, hey, can we get a Zoom link? So that I set them up, we talk, and they say, I just want to know how to connect to my guides. I also see spirit guides. So that's one of my books, How to Connect with Your Spirit Guides. Okay, I do see spirit guides. So if anyone does want me to tell you what your spirit guide is, please just make a contribution through PayPal, and we set up a Zoom call where I can talk privately with you, because sometimes it is private. Okay, Deb's on me. She says, hi, Colin. Yes, I get glitches too. And then, yep, so thank you for saying that. Sarah Campoli says, beautiful deck. Thank you so much for saying that. Yes, I did just see an orb. Sarah, 1982. If you ever do see an orb or anyone else sees an orb, and I do because they are common, please let me know where it was in the video, or let me know, oh yeah, you're doing your card for this person, so I can go back to where that person is in the comment stream, because I do like video. I'm taking a screenshot and doing a video about it. Okay. Now, Joe, I love your keyboard, Linda. I've got a little gaming keyboard, so when I touch it, it goes blue. So at night, when I'm sitting there in the dark, I can see what the keys are. Okay, Mon Simpa, 28. Okay. This was your card because I saw your name there and I knew that you were next. You got the Page of Wands. Good news coming for you too. Mon Simp, 28. I love it. So please go have a look at the Page of Wands. Okay. Okay, let's keep going down. Reignite Monica 28. I just had to read your name so I pronounced it right. Reignite Monica 28. Hi, Linda. Just giving you permission to pull me a card. Thank you so much for asking permission. If you ever do want me to ask simple questions, yes or no answers, please come along Thursday. Ooh. Thursday, same time, same bat channel. Okay, reignite Monica 28. Just giving you permission to pull me a card. You got the Lovers card. Please go research what this card represents. Ooh, goody goodies. Now, just remember, it can be a prospective partner. It may be the love you have for an animal, your neighbour, could be a relationship with your pen. Your pen dies today, so you've got to go buy new ones. So that's like a breakup, yeah? So we've got to look at what's going on around you at this time, Monica. Okay, Deb Zonley, is Bob Hope a Sagittarius, 2311? Could be. Sarah, 1982, I watched George Michael's father figure. Yeah. I know the song. I love the song. I love George Michael. Okay, Sarah, redacted. Okay, Jojo, she says, I'm going to work with realizing the universe is giving me the Queen of Pentacles personality traits and offer my love in asking out the guy in my linear algebra class. Why not? You know, sometimes we've got to just go out there and just tell people how we really feel. Okay? James Cole says, I was going to send you a PayPal. They cut my phone off. James, that's so unfortunate. Is what I'm saying. Never mind, you're busy. I'm never too busy for you, James Cole. You're gorgeous. I hope that you just get things sorted out. You know, when we look at phones, we've got to think that this is a telecommunication. So in other words, I don't want you talking to people at this point. If you're abroad, I hope that you're on holidays. Even if you're working, it's time to re-establish who you are. Take time out just for you. Stop talking to people. That's what the universe is telling you when they cut your phone off. Okay? Okay. Yeah, I love you, James. You're gorgeous. Okay, Jojo, she says, I watched this cool movie called Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Oh, yes. It actually helps me through things. If you should watch it. I already have. I know what you're talking about. Okay? True NYC, is the Tower card a warning about my marriage or my health? I'm so sorry. I'm so confused. Usually the cards you gave me always immediately resonate. Thank you so much. Let's go do it for you. True NYC, the Tower card. Now, I don't know which number he is. I'm just going to go through my book. The Tower. Okay, I'm starting to get all nasally because my air conditioner's on and I'm all blocked up. I'm sorry for that. Okay, interpretation of the Tower. So you can see I'm on the Tower card. Okay, Tower card. A house that is built without good foundations must collapse sooner or later. The Tower represents such situations for anything that is built on an illusion of false beliefs is now coming to an end. In the positive, it means having the ability to see the truth in a matter and to build anew for the future, this time with solid foundations. Okay, so it could be relationship, it could be work, it could be your house, it could be your car. But the Tower card reminds us if we're built on a good foundation, it won't fall. So if you're talking about your marriage, have a look at what's crumbling there like a tower would. What can you do to rebuild it like a tower? Communication is always the best option. Talking to your partner, asking them how they feel, telling them how you feel. And I always say whenever we communicate with a partner, never use the word why. I've got a video about it. When we use why do you always go to work late? Why are you always late home? Why haven't you taken out the bins yet? Why didn't you cook dinner? We are accusing them, which makes them feel like they're getting belittled. But when we say things like, are you aware that you're always late home? Is everything okay? See how now we're showing concern, caring, love, and support. So it's all about our way of communicating. So when you're looking at your marriage, don't just say to your wife why you're always in a foul mood, because that's the word why, and I don't like using the word why. If she's always in a foul mood, as an example, say to her something like, I'm really worried about you because I've noticed that you're in a foul mood a lot. Is there something I'm doing? What can I do to help you fix it? See how now we're making it positive? We're lifting up the other person. We're making them feel valuable instead of pushing them down, saying, why are you always so grumpy for? Because then the person doesn't want to talk to you about it. They'll just say, well, I'm fine. Because they're now feeling threatened and defensive because they don't feel that they can be honest. It's all about how we talk, okay? So with your marriage or your health even, have a look at your health. What's going on? What have you been diagnosed with? I always say, if ever someone tells me I've got something, first thing I do is go and get a second opinion. It's called an opinion because no doctor ever gets it right. Think about that. No doctor ever gets it right. That's why it's an opinion. It's just them using their training, their experience. Oh, yeah, I've seen somebody else with that same symptomology. You must have this. So go and get a second opinion, okay, if it's your health, okay? So I hope that that gives you some clarity there, okay? James Cole gives me a little lovey-dove. Wendy Wilder, 915, thank you very much, Linda. Well, I love you all, guys. So guess whose time it is for a card? It's my time for a card. Okay, guys, I'm just going to say it while I'm shuffling now. This is a card for me. Card for me, please. If you do want a private reading from me, please make a contribution through PayPal. Okay, we get up to an hour and a half where I can talk to you privately one-on-one. I usually give everybody else my books as well as PDFs. There's two there. I'm going to take that one. I just got myself the Page of Swords. So I'm going to look that up when I go offline. I'm going to leave him out. Page of Swords, that's my card for the week. There was another card there too. Oh, it was a King of Pentacles. I'm going to do both. So I'll just show the two. One popped out, but one like really popped out, which was the Page of Swords. But I've got two cards there for me for this week. There you go. So there's my cards. If anybody is watching, go Google what they are. And I'll have a look at what it means for me. So that's it for me this week, guys. Please come through again next Thursday, same bat time, same bat channel, 9 a.m. Brisbane time. Work out your time zones wherever you are. If you're in Alberta, Canada right now, you are looking at 5:39 p.m. on some Saturday right now, if that's right. Okay. James Cole says, cheers. Okay, I've got a lot of videos to do this week. I may try and video some today just so I can upload them through the week, but I will be here Thursday, 9 a.m. Brisbane time. Ask your questions. Is he going to leave me? Should I fall for that? Should I ask that guy out? Or do I do this course or that course? All your yes and no questions, I'm going to answer them for free on Sunday. If you do want a private reading, if you want to see what your spirit guides are or any of that sort of stuff, development, please make a contribution through PayPal, okay? I am a very generous and loving person. So, of course, anyone who makes some sort of PayPal this week will get all my books as well because it's coming up to the silly season. So, that's it for me today. I am going to be here in a few days' time. Love yous all. Stay in love, most importantly, stay true to who you are and spread that energy to everybody else around you. See you later, guys. Love yous all. Stay safe. Bye.